Manifesto Jamaica is a non-profit, youth-led, non-governmental organization that deals with empowering young people through arts and culture. It was founded by a group of young people. I think I'm one of the eldest at, 28. And the age range is down to about 24, 25. We all share some core values. We want young people to be active, to be heard, but we also want to build upon the foundation of the elders before us. So we try our very best to show respect to the elders, to have a constant communication line and dialogue with elders who are in positions of power currently or who have been there before us. And we also give thanks to the ancestors who have been there a long time ago. Our other core value is the responsible development of the creative industries. We believe it's lacking in the Caribbean region especially. There is not a lot of respect given to the arts and culture in a society where you're born and grown to think that you need to be a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, or one of those white-collar, high-level jobs. Artists, people who do not dress in a suit and tie, who do not have a well-groomed hair, are often looked down upon and made to feel less confident about themselves. We try to show that arts and culture is about self-expression, and there is no reason to be ashamed about yourself. So it's more than just about, you know, paintings and stuff like that. It's about personal development. Our objectives: educate, expose, and empower. I'm going to delve into each one. Educate. We basically inform people about what art is, how it is presented in everything, and why it is to be valued. Also, why artists are valuable citizens of any society. Expose. We look for talented youngsters in various communities. We work especially in local inner city communities in Jamaica. And we try to encourage everyone to showcase their talents, as well as try to pick the most promising ones, because we can't expose everyone at the same time. We try to pick those who seem the most promising and give them a platform on which to express their art. Empower. We provide tools, workshops, mentorship, direction, so that people can translate artistic endeavors into economic viability. So it's the idea that art is not just fun, it's a good way to express yourself, to learn yourself, to express it, but also there are ways to make money through expressing yourself. So these are ways that we reach out to, especially people who do not have a proper education, or proper in quotes. People who have no PhD, no masters, no bachelors, maybe not even a high school diploma. We try to show them that they too are worthy of making money in any economy. And if they have an art, then that's a good way to start. The activities that we do includes, well, let me start with the manifestos. We have these events called manifestos. We partner with various organizations who they do their own events, perhaps a sports day, like the first one we ever did. It was a local sports day that brought together a number of inner city communities that were neighboring communities. And basically we were allowed to set up a booth, bring our information, inform the children what art is, the various disciplines of art. Also, there was face painting and stuff like that to get them more involved, because children have a poor attention span at times. And we also ran the halftime show at the sports day. So that was the exposed element, where we got random children who we just met the day, brought them on and said, display talent. And it was very, a very fun experience for the children there to, people who they knew were seeing them for the first time, really showcasing, if they could sing or if they could dance or what have you. So those are the manifestos. We also had an event called Article Exposure. Now, Article Exposure was our fundraising ploy. We took a lot of donations, and basically we brought an event to the higher society of Jamaica in the Kingston area, and we basically brought the talent from these communities where we've been going for months, and we brought them to this area where most of them have never been, or they've never been inside a venue like this, and made them display their talent in front of potential donors. Then we had the town hall reasonings. A big part of our thing is advocacy, and we had brought community members together from the various stakeholders in the arts community, established artists, upcoming artists, youth groups in the communities, government officials, and everyone sat in the same room and discussed ways to move forward in the creative industry. Our major event is the annual Festival of Article Empowerment. We actually started, I should have said this before, the organization started in November of 2009. We had our first festival in October 2010. That was done out of pocket with donations from the article exposure events and some kind donations from small sponsors. We got one major sponsor in the name is slipping me, but it's an agency of the Canadian Embassy. And I'll explain the connection between Canada and Manifesto Jamaica briefly. Basically, Manifesto is an organization that started in Canada. Same vibe, youth empowerment through arts and culture. I had gone to Canada as a part of the Ignite the Americas Forum, Youth Arts Forum, and that was when I was exposed for the first time to the Manifesto Festival. And through that connection, we started to build a way to spread it across the Americas. So Jamaica was the next one. This year, Barbados has risen up, and they are going to have a festival in October of this year as well. Okay, so finally, we just started a new program called Change Through Art. Basically arts education, but more focused on a series of workshops for free for people in the inner city community to actually sit down and learn about art history, so on. We're doing this because there was a gap that we noticed. There's only one arts university, one arts university in the Caribbean region. It's called Edna Manley College of Art. Edna Manley College of Performing and Visual Arts is in Kingston. We thought that was very shameful because the Caribbean people are so expressive, and there's not enough room in this university for all the talented Jamaicans, let alone talented Caribbean people on a whole, to be able to get formal education through the arts. So this program was done through the government, or in conjunction with the government, particularly the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission and Youth Crime Watch Jamaica. It's a 9-week program. And finally, our programming disciplines, we program through visual art, performing art, music, culinary art, martial art, literary art, spiritual art, and we also have an advocacy arm. I'll be happy to speak more in depth in the question and answer period. And our long-term expectations are currently just more recognition for arts, more recognition for arts individually and on an economic standpoint, and also more arts education options. And that's about it. Thanks.